What's up YouTube, back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about week 2 match reviews from match day 2 of the Premier League. So first up we have Burnley versus Arsenal, which ended at a 2-1 win to Arsenal, with one goalkeeper doing hardly anything and the other doing nearly everything for the team. He pulled Nick Pope, who was definitely the most busier goalkeeper. He kept Burnley at that decent level, because it could have been 5-6-0 at the rate that they were firing shots, and he was keeping them all out. Unlucky about the 2 goals, because I think Burnley just got to do a little bit more to help him out, because it's not, obviously I said before, it's not just a 1v11. You got to have 11 players to go against 11 players, otherwise that's not football. Secondly, we've got Bournemouth versus Villa. Once again, we lost. It was a 2-1 victory to Bournemouth. Tom Heaton gave a penalty away. I mean, don't see that every day, do you? Should have came with his hands, but no, he came with his feet. I know it's another minor mistake, but we'll get over it again. Hopefully we will win next week's game against Everton. You know, we just have to. Not off to the best start. But, I mean, it's the Premier League, we haven't been in there for quite a while, so, you know, got to get into the process of it. Quite unlucky about the other goals that we conceded. Good goal from Douglas Luiz, though. Good strike. Credit to you. Not you watchers, I mean Douglas Luiz. Not you, obviously. Moving on. We've got West Ham and Brighton. Overall, kind of a even game with Brighton's level and West Ham's level. Kind of maybe edging more to Brighton for who do you think would win. But then, you know, ended out as a 1-1 draw, so it's not bad for both teams to at least go away with the points instead of going away with no points and the other team getting 3. So, you know, can't argue. Next up, we've got Leicester versus Chelsea, which ended at a 1-1 draw because there was a mistake leading to a goal from Leicester's defence, and not much that Schumacher could have done about it, even though Schumacher did make a really good double save, which was to deny Mount from scoring, and then Pedro, I think, for the second strike, which had a little bit of a deflection to him, but he still kept it out, which was really good. And on the other side, Kepa was quite lucky, not about the goal, because it was a header which was so close. Not a lot of reaction time, just stayed still the entire time, and very lucky that there were so many missed opportunities by Maddison for Leicester and for Vardy, and only had one parry to do throughout the whole game, really, and did make a little mistake with his feet, but, you know, cleared it away, which was fine. That's what you call it, a parry. Parry is like that. Say there's a shot, but like when you go, that's what you call a parry. Moving on, we've got Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace, which ended at a 1-0 victory to Sheffield United, which kind of surprising due to how well White played during the game. Made a couple really good saves to deny Sheffield's front line, kept alert through the entire game, was just really unlucky where he played the ball when he made the save, and that his defenders didn't see it in time, and then the goal went in, and then the goal went in, and then the goal went in. On the other side, there wasn't a lot for Henderson to do. He just, you know, because Crystal Palace didn't have too many attacks. But he did get a good save in, which wasn't too bad, and kept a good clean sheet. Next up, we've got Everton versus Watford, which, on the Everton side of things, Pickford played especially well, with a really good 1v1 save, which actually hit him in their head. Like, the ball was there and he went, but it was a spectacular save, like top quality, top class, I'll give you that. But Foster was very unlucky about the goal that went past him due to the deflection coming from his defenders, which was just the smallest thing can just ruin everything, because it's heading towards him. He's all like, yeah, I got this, I'm about to throw it out to somebody, but then now somebody has to stick their leg out, not even get it properly, knock it the other way, and he's just left with the remaining 5 feet. How do I put this? Defend properly, will ya? Help your keeper out. Nah, you can't really blame it all on them. He's tried to defend, just didn't come off correctly. We all make mistakes. It's okay. Next up, we've got an especially good game with Liverpool and Southampton. You can already, if you put these two teams on a scale, you'd know which one would be the better one. Liverpool, obviously. Liverpool's at the top, Southampton is at the bottom. So it wasn't really an even fight, but Southampton still got a goal.
Wow!
But that came from a mistake from Adrian. Couldn't get the ball out of his feet, chose to play to a different man after Virgil van Dijk laid it back to him, bounced off the attacker and went in, which is very unlucky, considering that he was in two minds of who to play to. Thought he could outdo the striker, but ended up in the net. Still got 3 points with 2 goals on the board, and yeah, there was not a lot to do for the keeper except for the goals, which wasn't too bad. And yeah, Gunn in goal was made one really good save with a very close range shot on the volley, and was very lucky that Milner missed. But the other remaining goals were just couldn't do anything about it really. Moving on, we've got another especially good game with Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur, which, you know, they're both really, really top quality teams coming together, and the end score was 2-2 draw, where VAR had to take a play in the game to rule out the third goal due to a handball. And even Lloris was laughing about it. Because he knows that he's lucky about the goal that it was disallowed, knowing that they're annoyed and just overall happy about it. So the fact that, and for Edison, Lamella's goal, I'm thinking is a little bit out of position. Correct me if I'm wrong. But for the second goal, where Moura comes on and his first touch is a header and he scores. I mean, first touch. What more could you want? But for Edison, just way out of reach. He's just, you know, couldn't reach it. Just like, you know, couldn't reach it. But you know, it happens. But also, end score, not too bad. 2 really big teams, you know, fighting for it. Really good game to watch. Like this video. Next up, we've got Wolves versus Man United, which wasn't a bad game because Man United, seeing as the way that they played last season, wasn't that great. I mean, we saw the way that they played last season, losing many of their games near the end of the season, switching their managers and all that palaver. But during the game, wasn't too bad, which ended up as a 1-1 draw due to the fact that Rui Patricio saved a penalty from Pogba, and Pogba has missed 4 penalties in a row. You really think he's going to take any more? Penalties is kind of in between, because when you think about it, if they don't score, then they get blamed. But if they do score, then they don't. So obviously, and the keeper chooses one way, they choose one way. Patricio just chose the right way, so he got the save. And you got to give him credit for it. It was a really good save. Struck the ball really well and just cleared it away, which he deserves. He deserves it. De Gea, on the other hand, I don't think he had that much to do except for the goal, which was just, you know, so quick. That just came so fast that couldn't really deal with it properly. Neves shot from the box. Brilliant shot, just out of reach for De Gea, which is a little bit unlucky. Now we're on to the final match that was played, which was Norwich City versus Newcastle United. This game turned out as a 3-1 loss for Newcastle, with a 3-1 victory to Norwich, and the Dubravka in goal. He was trying to keep his team in the game, but his team just weren't helping him out. I mean, when Timu Pukki scored his hat-trick, I don't think he should be, because one of the goals went through 2 pairs of his defender's legs, which shouldn't really happen, and the volley was a good strike, not enough of a save to get it out. He got a touch to it, but just not enough, which was a little bit unlucky. And the third one was just good placement, and he needs that defence like to help him out. And then for the goal right at the end for Newcastle, it wasn't enough, and it was too little at the last minute, and kind of unlucky for Tim Krul, because he was expecting a clean sheet, but then Shelby just puts it past him, just enough to get it in, and you know, he's a little bit disheartened about that, but still played well overall. Didn't have that much to do, but you know, you win, you lose, and you draw. That's what you gotta go through. So guys, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like this video, subscribe down below, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos that I post on my channel. And I'll see you later.